All right, man. Here we go. All right, looks like interesting. What up, people? All right. We're going to give this a shot today. And I can promise you, no matter how today goes, it's got to be better than yesterday. And I appreciate all you guys being patient with me yesterday. It's probably one of them days I should have stayed in bed. But I don't know. I couldn't leave you people hanging. All right, so you can tell the telltale signs of getting back to normal. I've got my epic Scandinavian soundtrack music playing from Antti Martikainen. All right, we're getting back. We're bouncing back, people. We're bouncing back. Oh, man, here we go. All right. Here's your Yo Bro Show. Live from the Tiny House of Rock. Beautiful and historic Old Hickory Village. I got the epic soundtrack music going. I'm trying to get things kind of pumped up here. It is day 8 of quarantine. Rona Boy here is hanging in. Yesterday put me down, but I'm crawling back, climbing out of the muck, climbing out of the mire, trying to get back to normal. I am on my way out of the hole. Just a little bit at a time, I'm clawing my way back. And I don't think it would be possible, but I got tested a week ago today. I actually feel worse today than I did a week ago. I just don't know how that's possible. Rona's no joke, people. I had to bounce somebody off my page yesterday coming at me with that whole "it's a hoax" baloney. Hey, you keep that someplace else. This hoax is kicking my butt. Just come let me breathe on you. Let me tell you how much of a hoax it is. Jeez, people. Seriously. Yeah. It is no joke, people. Wash your hands, stay out of people's faces. That's all I got to say, man. I love people. I'm a hugger. I'm a hugger. I'm a handshaker. I love being up close and personal with people. Don't do it. Don't do it. Love on one another from afar. Or at least we'll do like, get up close and just do like they did in Demolition Man. Just, oh God, I don't even know. Have you guys even seen that movie Demolition Man with Wesley Snipes and Sylvester Stallone from sometime in the 90s? It's a terrible movie, but it's hysterical because in the far-flung future, people have become so germophobic that literally physical touch is outlawed. And there are some funny things that they do to come up to get around it. But anyway, that's I'm not recommending that movie, by the way. That's not an endorsement. I mean, it is that movie is as dumb as a sack of hair. There's some genuinely cool moments, but just don't even waste your time. Anyway, hey, so welcome to the Yo Bro. I'm better today. I'm going to try. Let's see if I can just get through a show without having an emotional breakdown, okay? So the good news for you people is that in the last 24 hours, I haven't lost anybody else that I love, and I haven't infected anybody else that I know of. So there's 2 big things that contributed to yesterday's meltdown that we can mark off the table today, and I can get into just what it is that I came to tell you people this morning. I don't even know where to start. First of all, everybody, all my Shadow Warrior riders, I love you guys. National chapter, listen, I love you guys. Thank you for letting me hijack your airwaves each morning. I appreciate it. I know I hear from you guys from time to time. Jenny and Fred, you guys down in Florida. Chance Scholl is as good a guy as there is on the planet. And so I appreciate what you guys do. Shadow Warrior Riders, a very, very good group of people, a charitable group of people who love God and love fellow man, which you just can't ask for more. I mean, as far as motorcycle clubs go, those folks are a cut above. So definitely look them up. And if they're doing any kind of an event near you, get involved, because if the Shadow Warrior Riders are involved, it's legit and it's taking care of our veterans and our first responders. Absolutely. Special shout out to our folks over there on the Soul Revival page. I love you guys. What's up, Pastor Chris? I hope you're on here. I have not taken roll call yet, so I'm sure Pastor Chris is probably on here somewhere. Somewhere in here, there's a morning Rona boy, I promise. Anyway, but the special shout out to all of my Soul Revival peeps. I miss you guys, and hopefully I will see you guys real soon. I mean, not too soon. I'm not going to come love on you till I can love on you without making you sick. There we go. Special traveling mercies out there today. Y'all keep Miss Vicky in your prayers. She is traveling to Florida today for the first time ever. She's taking her shop on the road, and she's setting up in Florida in Winter Haven. So she's going off to see daughter Bonnie today, and they're going to hang out, and it's kind of cool. She took the shop with her. So traveling mercies for Miss Vicky today, and bless that trip down there. And if you're in Central Florida, Jay, I'm looking at you and Mary. If you want to buy some soap, look up Miss Vicky. She's setting up shop. Anyway, so other than that, hey, it's just another Thursday in America, people. Another Thursday in America. Just waking up this morning, just getting going to see what is going on in the great wide world. And all I can tell you is I talked to Corey yesterday. So as if I didn't need as if I didn't need some perspective forced upon me, I talked to my buddy Corey, who's in jail, for those of you keeping up, or not keeping up or new. So Corey's in jail. He has now moved from Mendocino County, California. He's now in Sonoma County, California. Probably much nicer. I'm thinking it's near San Jose. Anyway, so Corey's going to be in stir until at least the middle of February, and then he will be returning to Nash Vegas. Anyway, so I talked to Corey yesterday, and it's interesting because he's first of all, he always says to tell you guys hello. And again, thank you to you guys who've been writing him letters. If you want his address, I will give you his address. You can only send plain white paper in a plain white envelope. I just don't know why. They won't even accept things that are written in crayon. So Louis, you Marines, sorry, bud. You know. That's right. That's my one jarhead. Look. See, I'm making fun of Louis, but I'm representing right there. Hey, so check this out. So Corey goes, dude, have you read Hebrews 13? He goes, that's what I just read this morning. You need to read it. I'm like, all right, fair enough. So I got it this morning. I just realized I still have my earbuds in, and I don't really need my earbuds. Why would you guys let me do that? Sitting here looking like a dork. Like I don't even need my earbuds. Yeah, so Hebrews 13, he goes, so they took his Bible because I guess all of his personal effects that came from another jail, they had to put into his personal property. He couldn't keep it in with him. So anyway, so they gave him a Gideon's Bible, which is okay. I mean, it's King James most of the time. Anyway, so here's the beginnings of Hebrews 13. This is pretty cool. One of my favorite verses. Keep on loving one. This is Hebrews 13, and I'm just starting at the beginning. Keep on loving one another as brothers and sisters. Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. I think this is one of those times when I love the King James translation because it says, for you may be entertaining angels unawares. Take care by show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it. You have no idea that some of the people that you're taking care of could be angels. That's wonderful. Verse 3, to continue to remember those in prison as if you were together with them in prison, and those who are mistreated as if you yourself were suffering. That's Hebrews 13, 1 through 3. That's your good word today right there. Entertaining angels unawares. Show hospitality to strangers. Just love on everybody. Hey, just to be safe, you just need to love on everyone. How about that? Just to be safe, let's just love on everyone. There you go. All right. Let me see who all's on here this morning. Now that I'm 15 minutes into things, I am... like I said, I've had to dope myself up tremendously this morning and in fact, I accidentally took NyQuil instead of DayQuil. So if I just completely and totally pass out here in just a minute. That's what's going on. Oops. Oops. I don't know. I have my suspicions that there's really not anything in NyQuil. I honestly think it's just Jack Daniels with a dash of cherry flavor because, I mean, it's just whatever it is. What's up? All right, so Marlene is on. Good morning. What's up, Rick? Brandon, what's up? Good morning, Judy. Fred Marshall in the house. Yeah. Good morning, Sue. What up, Mick? What up, Keith Clark? Hey, Keith. And I know Jim is not far behind, but check it out. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. This is the day the Lord has made. I will choose to rejoice and be glad in it. What's up, Michelle? What up, Jay? Speaking of Jay, Middle Florida in the house. Good morning. What's up, Michael Curtis? Tim Boyd, what up? There you go. There's my Chris Welburn. Good morning, Rona boy. Yeah. Hi, Kelly. Good morning, Miss Kelly. Two Kellys, Kelly Milam and Kelly Tomberlane. Good morning. Tomorrow night. Oh yeah, plug for Soul Revival. I'll be there in spirit and online, brother. Soul Revival tomorrow night at 7:00. Yes, day of 8 of 14. Thanks. I'm going to say. Well, that's right, Mick. Wash your hands. Good morning, Jill. No, yeah, no bro cuddles for a minute. That's awesome. The Gobble Gobble by Matthew West. I will check that out. I love Matthew West. So, the movie where President Schwarzenegger has been president. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning. What up, Tony Reader? Yep. Yeah, Tony. Yeah, go hide in South Carolina because clearly they have no Rona there. Although I can't understand hiding out at the beach. Pretty safe place. Pretty safe place to hang out at a girl. Oh my gosh. Hey, Carrie. Have I got everybody? Have I caught up to everybody? Okay. All right. And there may be more people on, but hey, if I missed you, I promise I'll catch up with you later. And if I don't, it's not because I don't love you. And a special good morning to our DLBs, our download bros, folks who are watching and not commenting. I love you guys too. And David over on YouTube. What's up, brother? So anyway, yeah. So day 8. It was a week ago today that I went and got the swab up the nose. And I actually feel worse today than I did then. This is no joke. This is not for the faint of heart. It is definitely no joke. But anyway, I feel like I've been I already feel like I've been somewhat disconnected from society just because I've just been home for an entire week and haven't left the house. But, I also haven't watched a lot of news and I've tried to stay off of, I haven't even been on, I really have not been on, I haven't really been on the Facebook and all. I'm just, I don't need anything else to make me emotional, like listening to how people are being so ugly to one another. So, I feel very disconnected, but I tell you this, at no point in time I've ever felt like God's let go of me. I can tell you that much, guys. I can definitely tell you that much. And so I've been able to keep working and things like that. I mean, we live in a world where technology being what it is, that as far as work goes, I may as well have not even been sick. I can keep on my laptop, and when I have to talk on the phone, I can talk on the phone. Anyway, so here's what we have to do. Okay. I mean, we got sort of this downtime, and there are a few burning questions. There are a few burning questions that we as Yo Broers have got to answer. Okay. There are some very, very important, life questions that I want us to truly dig into and truly try to find the answer to, because I find myself struggling with certain debates, and things that come up from time to time. And with all this downtime, I find myself truly struggling with these things. And I think maybe as a group, maybe it's up for us. Maybe it's up to us to sort of help me sort of maybe help us sort of decide that as far as these sort of struggles go, maybe we can all help each other out and we can determine the answers. And here's what I'm talking to. Here's what I'm talking about, and here's what I need your help with, okay? Because this one is something I've been really struggling with, and this is one of those things that wakes me up first thing in the morning. Occasionally, I'll wake up and it's just eating at me. It's just eating away at me because I don't know the answer and I don't know how to answer this question. And so here you go. I'm gonna put it out there, and then maybe we should have a healthy discussion, nay, a debate amongst ourselves, because we are such loving people. Why in the world does everybody think the Beatles is the greatest band that has ever graced the earth? I can't figure it out. I'm sorry. It drives me nuts. My cousin was way into the Beatles when I was a kid, so I even know more about the Beatles than just about any other band because I was young and impressionable, and my cool older cousin worshiped the ground the Beatles walked on. He was kind of a different sort of kid. In the 70s and 80s, he really was a kid kind of lost in time. He really belonged in the 60s. Every album, he'd read every book, he knew every, and okay, look, I'll hear you. Okay, I'm a musician, and I even read an amazing book by Jeff Emmerich, who was their engineer from the Abbey Road days, about how they completely and totally turned the record industry upside down, and they were innovators. But here's the deal, y'all. Why does everybody? I just don't know. I don't get it. I don't think their music is for everybody. I know they have more hits and all these things like that, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, this is the kind of stuff that keeps me up, y'all, okay? I mean, I'm just telling you, is there something wrong with me that I like the Beatles, okay, but I don't find them to be the be-all, end-all? I mean, I guess the argument could be made that if I sit here and I tell you that I feel like Def Leppard is the best rock band to ever grace the planet, and I feel like Def Leppard has sold more albums, and they hold all the records, and these five little British dudes from Sheffield, England. I feel like they have made more of an impact on rock music. I don't know. Listen, I'll hear your arguments. I want somebody to explain to me. Okay. And then I got other friends of mine who are like totally into like 60s music. And they're like, it's like, well, you got to be either a Beatles guy or a Stones guy. I'm like, okay, Mick Jagger can't sing. He's never been able to sing. I'll admit there are a few songs of the Rolling Stones that like I absolutely dig. I'm not going to kid you, man. Every single time I hear Wild Horses or You Can't Always Get What You Want, I get goosebumps. I love both of those songs. I even love, there's a song from the early 80s that they came out with. I don't even remember what it's called, but it's like that. There's a few of their later songs that I liked, but it's still, do you have to be a Beatles or a Rolling Stone guy? Do you have to be? And then what happens to The Who? What about The Who? Okay, so do you have to pick one of the three? You got to either dig the Beatles, you got to be a Stones guy, or we got to like The Who? Okay, so those are the big three, but what if you don't like any of those guys? Where does Mott the Hoople come in? The fact that you guys probably don't even know who Mott the Hoople is means that I'm a total dork because I do. I'm just saying. Musical tastes and musical preferences aside, I'm telling you, I'm digging my heels in. I think Def Leppard is the best rock band to ever. Don't come at me with U2, okay? Don't come at me with U2. I love U2. I still think that Rattle and Hum is one of the best, most pretentious movies ever made. The Joshua Tree is an amazing album, but since then they've written a whole bunch of songs that are like, I don't, dude, come at me, bro. Come at me. I'm already sick. I can take it. I'm thinking Def Leppard's the best band that ever. Michael Curtis, I cannot believe you just said the Monkees. Go to your room. No, the Monkees weren't even a real band. God. Jeez. Thank you, Mick Blankenship. So let's leave the 60s and go to the 70s. Led Zeppelin had more of an effect, I think, on popular culture and on music. Thank you. I think Led Zeppelin, I can make that argument. I can get with that argument. I can absolutely get with that argument. Absolutely. I know, Chris, you didn't just throw in Molly Hatchet. You know what? You can go to your room too. The grown-ups are talking, bro. Off you go. Yeah. Yeah, Keith. Iron Maiden. Oh man, they definitely have staying power. I love Iron Maiden. I'm not gonna lie. In fact, I've only ever seen Iron Maiden once, and I have to say it wasn't in their heyday. It was actually just about within the last 8 or 9 years they came through Nashville. I dragged Miss Vicky, who the only other rock concert she'd ever. She'd never been to a rock concert like that. I took Miss Vicky to go see Iron Maiden and Megadeth in 2012. Oh my gosh. There we go. Mott the Hoople. There we go. Metallica. All right. I'll hear your argument about Metallica. I will definitely hear your argument about Metallica because they sold millions and millions and millions of records without ever being on the radio once. And then when they did become a commercial success, they became the biggest band ever. Okay, I'll hear your argument about that. I'll hear it. Yeah, Keith, keep Uncle Ted. I love Uncle Ted, but no. Run along. Okay, Eagles, definitely. I'm definitely a huge Eagles fan, but anyway. Okay, ELO, Timmy, why am I not surprised? Oh my gosh, anyway. I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there, I will tell you that Brian Neiman saw the Beatles in 1966 in Memphis. How old are you, dude? I didn't know you were, what? What were you, like 2? Brian, come on, man. You're not that old, are you? Because if you are, you looking good, man. I need some of whatever Brian Neiman's putting on. I need some of what he's taking, man, because that brother looked good. 1966, dude, I wasn't even born yet. God, my goodness, man. Look at that, Fred. That's what I'm talking about. Fred says, when I was in the praise band at Freedom Biker Church, we played Dreams I'll Never See by Molly Hatchet as a call. Hey, ask your boy Welburn. I've been known to pull out a song or two and throw it in the middle of a church service and holler at some people. Hey. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, absolutely. Michael Curtis just called you out, Chris. He said you need to do a sermon based upon flirting with disaster. There you go. You threw it out there. You threw it out there. There you go. Now you got to follow up on it. There you go. Molly Hatchet. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Brian was 7, about to turn 62. Oh my gosh. Dude, that's crazy. That is something, man. And anyway, so I'm just saying, so as you find yourself in isolation, music is the great, it is what it is. And yes, I know you guys are all probably sitting here going, I really thought for sure you'd say Striper. Don't get me started on Striper. I like Striper, but as much as I appreciate their mission and their things, there's only so much of Michael Sweet's voice I can take. Oh my gosh, man. I mean, they're amazing musicians, but oh my gosh. Anyway, I love Michael Sweet. I love his heart, but man, there's like seriously 2 or 3 songs and I'm out. Oh, anyway, if you don't know who Striper is, I've posted a few of their songs on the page before because they're heavy and they're cool and they love Jesus. But boy, there's only so much of that I can take. Guardian, there we go, Keith. Now you want a good Christian rock band? You guys go find Guardian, and it's all over Spotify. But in fact, the Guardian album you need to listen to there's a live album from Brazil, and I don't remember what it's called. I think it's Bottle Rocket Live. Just listen to that. It's 4 guys on a big stage someplace down in Brazil, slugging it out, good old fashioned rock and roll, loving the Lord. It's amazing. It'll blow your doors off. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. White Cross was okay. I always thought their singer sounded kind of like Rat. And I thought that they were okay, but they never really blew my doors off. See, guys, a lot of Christian music from the 80s I missed. I went back and picked it up later, but like I still couldn't name a Petra song, and everybody talked about how great Petra was. I actually played a show a few years ago. I played a cover show one time with the Paul, and I've already forgotten Paul's last name. He was the drummer for Petra. That was kind of funny. One of the funniest things I've ever seen happen in the middle of a show, we were playing a cover gig. It was one of those deals where like you get 5 people have never played together. We got together at sound check and they gave us a list of 20 songs, 30 songs that we all knew, and we just jumped up on stage and played. One of the funniest things I've ever seen happen for my life. So Paul, and he played loud. And at this club that we're playing at was not very big. And I can remember I normally don't wear earplugs, but I had to wear earplugs because the drummer was just, he was, every time he cracked that snare, it sounded so good, but it was taking my head off. We're in the middle of playing, I'm not kidding you, we're in the middle of playing Crazy Train, right? So my boy Rockstar Dave is over there doing all that, and we had this girl singer, and she's like, and it's going, man. We're putting the train on the tracks, right? At the beginning of Crazy Train, down, we're off and running. All right, we're off to the races, and all of a sudden, the bass drum goes like a boom boom ba boom 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 ba. As he's hitting his bass drum, you guys know what a bass drum pedal looks like. Paul hits the bass drum pedal one time, and when he comes up, the stick that has the beater on it so the little it's like a stick like this with a beater on it that hits the bass drum. He hits it and it comes flying off at him. Whoop! His bass drum pedal, the beater comes flying off at him and goes flying over his head. So now we have no bass drum. So he starts trying to he's on the floor trying boom boom, trying to do that. Anyway, like that. But yeah, the pedal broke and that piece went flying off at him in the middle of Crazy Train. Oh yeah, good times. That's funny. I got a million of them. Man, that NyQuil's starting to kick in. All right. I'm probably going to crash any minute now, and I'm probably going to sleep the sleep of the dead for like 30 minutes and then wake up because I can't breathe. Oh, goodness, man. Thin Lizzy, I got you. I'll hear the Thin Lizzy argument. I still want somebody, Miss Lisa backed me up here, but I still want somebody to jump on the Def Leppard bandwagon with me. I'm on a campaign to point out that Def Leppard, who sold more albums, actually, I think Metallica is probably beating them in terms of album sales by now. But I'm just saying that's my band, that's my jam. If you want something now, if you really want something really really cool, last night on Amazon Prime there is a free. Among the millions of free shows, there is an 1.5-hour documentary about Bad Company that I watched last night. Wow, was that fascinating. So I don't know if you like classic rock, go on Amazon Prime and look it up. And I think it's actually just called Bad Company. and it's an interview with Paul Rogers and Mick. Okay, so I think Mick Ralphs. There's two Micks, Mick Ralphs and Mick Brown. One was with Foreigner and one was, well, whatever. Anyway, but Mick and Simon Kirk, the drummer. And anyway, absolutely fascinating. I had no idea about a lot of the earliest days of Bad Company, and those guys were just monsters. And they were just, anyway, that was really cool too. I'm a big fan of 70s rock because I think I missed it the first time. I didn't have any cool older siblings to like introduce me to a lot of these classic rock bands. And as I said, my aforementioned cousin was way into the Beatles, and I just wasn't. So anyway, so there are times you guys might tell me to go listen to a song, and I may never have heard it. It's great. For years, when classic rock became a thing on the radio again, and they started playing classic rock, people would say, "Have you ever heard this song?" And I'd be like, "Oh my God, this song is awesome. Who is it?" And they're like, "Oh, dude, that's Bad Company." I'm like, "I didn't know," So that's kind of cool. I still dig the 70s. A lot of good music came out of that time. So anyway, hey, look, I am very, very, very glad that we could have this time together to talk about what's important. Okay, because I'm just telling you, sometimes you just got to get some stuff off your chest. So thank you guys for indulging me. Yep. Oh, hey, Michael Curtis, check this out. I just realized this. Let's see. You said you saw that. You said you saw that documentary. Look at this. I actually. Oh. It's funny. This thing's still maybe plugged in from yesterday. Oh, look out! Look at that. Still plugged in from yesterday. Here you go, Michael Curtis. This is for you. Yeah, I'm not going to even try to sing "Good Lovin' Gone Bad." Ooh. Maybe being a little sick like that, I probably could sing some of that old Bad Company stuff, man. Good lovin' gone bad. Oh, never mind. It was there for a second and it left. I'm a little scratchy. It could work. It could work. I think, anyway. Yeah, Marlena, my neighbors do love me because all as loud as this is, it's direct. I don't have an amplifier in the room with me. It's just like a little direct thing. Now, my next door neighbor has a studio in his basement, and that brother's got a Marshall stack down there, and every now and then I can hear him tune up and start playing. Oh, man, that's heaven to my ears. Singing high might clear your lungs out. Yeah, I don't know about that. I was actually just trying to play Shooting Star by a Bad Company, and I think I accidentally played it too fast, and it turned into "Bring me some water, 'cause I spent some time on the Mexican border," which is not the words to that, but that's some Eddie Money song anyway. This is why you can't play Name That Tune when you're a little stoned on the NyQuil. Okay. Goodness, man. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Brandon, you know what? I pray Pastor Locke doesn't get sick either. And I'm going to be straight up honest with you people. It is an absolute miracle. It is an absolute miracle and a beautiful thing, depending on who you ask, that not more people have gotten sick at Global Vision. Because let me tell you something. I mean, I'm just going to put it out there because y'all know I've been playing there, and I'm telling you, that's where I got sick. But one of the musicians got me sick. But I'm telling you, precautions pretty much went out the window months and months and months and months ago. I'm just saying, they're rolling the dice every single week. Now, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, I really, really hope that Pastor Locke doesn't get sick. My bigger hope is that one of those lovely elderly people that everybody loves and reveres so much there doesn't get sick. I'm just going to leave it at that. That's a very touchy subject with me right now. Anyway, it's all good. Let me just say this. Do not call my faith into question if I decide that I'm going to take certain precautions. That's all I'm going to say about that. Touched a nerve, didn't you? Oh, well. I love you, brother. Let's do this, man. I've now been entertaining you / coming apart at the seams / acting like a NyQuil inebriated fool for long enough. Let's pray and let's go get this day underway before it really kicks in and I just go clunk. Man. Yeah. So for those of you wondering what's going on, I accidentally took the NyQuil instead of the DayQuil, and we're not sure exactly what's that's going to do. That was a cross between my Ozzy Osbourne and my Captain Jack Sparrow imitation, in case you're wondering. Why is there always no more NyQuil? Anyway, all right. Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for this group of people. And God, I thank you for the blessings that you pour out on us every single day, even in the places when we don't necessarily see it, and when things aren't all shiny, aren't all super shiny and rosy and happy. God, I thank you for the spirit of love that you put in all of us to prop one another up. And God, I thank you that you put in each one of us everything we need, not just to survive times like this, but to also to thrive. And God, I thank you so very much. I thank you for the gift of things like music to help us through those tough times. I thank you for the gift of laughter, which has been curiously absent from this house for several days. So I thank you for bringing that back. And God, I thank you so much for the people that you place in each of our lives, and not just the folks that are there to encourage us, but also the folks that are there for us to have opportunities to love, chances for us to share your love with people. Everybody in our way, everybody we touch is either a blessing or an opportunity to bless. And God, I thank you for that. God, as we head out our separate ways today, bring us back safely again tomorrow. God, I do ask that you pour healing out to this group of people, healing where it's needed, peace where it's needed, encouragement where it's needed, Lord, all the things that we need to get through this day. I know that we all have it within us. So God, I ask your spirit to just flip the switch in each of us, turn our lights back on, flip that little switch, turn that light back on so we can go out and be your light in the darkness. I ask all these things in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Amen. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. There's Jim Clark. Hey, what's up, brother? Sorry I missed you. Jim done laid the prayer down for us, man. Jim, I'm gonna start just turning it over to you, man. You a deep-hearted praying fool. Love that guy. All right, Michael Curtis. All right, I don't know. I think I may have killed my iPad. What do you want to? All right, time to take requests. Yeah, this thing's not working. All right, so taking requests. What am I playing on the way out? Michael Curtis, come on. Since you're my fellow guitar guy, what do you want? What do you want to hear? What do you want to hear? Come on. Ooh. That was wrong. That was terrible. Oh my God, that was terrible. All right, here you go. All right, so send me emails. Send your requests via email. I will try to play them tomorrow, maybe. I don't know. Could be. We'll see. Anyway, hop over there to the YouTube and give me a subscribe. It'd be really awesome, eh? All right, there we go. Closing shot. I wish I'd have prepared more. I'd know something better to play. I don't know. Michael, give me something else to play, bro. Yeah, we're still on. All right, who was it popped out? Oh, Keith Clark. You got it. Keith wins. Keith wins the we're still on sweepstakes for the day. There we go. That's not right. Okay, there we go. I will give that a rest before I embarrass myself further. Love you guys. Go. Have a good day.